Let's go.
Welcome, Chiefs Kingdom. Thanks for tuning in to this Red Kingdom Media production, bringing you raw, authentic Chiefs coverage. Make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date on your team. Now sit back and enjoy the show.
This is the Red Kingdom Media Live Postgame Show.
Welcome to another post-game edition. You see, I started slow because Cleveland was in here. He started the show like he was going to take it over, so I thought he was taking it over. But, y'all was waiting to come into this. 17. Chiefs lose. We 5-5. 22-19. Denver got one against Mahomes now. Let's go ahead and go straight to it. I'm not even about to talk stats. We not about to talk. We not going to talk stats at all. What's your thoughts on the game?
Honestly, I'm tired of this. It's the same old over and over again. Yes. 10 penalties a day, undisciplined. That is it remind going into the second half of the game when we had those penalties, I was looking, I said, this is Jacksonville all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Jacksonville Jaguars all over again. And the interception by Pat, he know he can't throw that, but he's not supposed to throw that. He know better than that. He knows better. And some of the play calling designs, I think I said this probably about a couple months ago. I'm tired of the run plays out of shotgun, bro. I'm tired of them. Get Pat under center and run the ball, bro. Like, run the ball. I don't understand it. Kareem Hunt averaged 4.5 yards a carry today, and he only ran the ball 13 times. 13 times. I'm tired. It is. We gonna hear this all week, moving forward. Hey, well, we got 3 more. We got 3 rings. We got 3 rings with this. We got 3. We've been to 5 Super Bowls and all this other stuff like that. Oh, the rest of the league caught up with us and everything like that. Yeah, the rest of the league might have caught up with us. Why? Because stagnant when it comes to building this team. Everything, it pretty much just stays the same, bro. Like, I don't understand it, man. When you stay the same, pretty much, we don't make no moves at trade deadline, no nothing. We stay the same, and everybody else around you get better. This is what happens. This is why we are 5-5, and our 9-year run of running the AFC West is over. We're not winning the AFC West this year. We probably won't win it next year either. So
we won't win it next year. Okay.
I mean, until I see some drastic changes, and to me, I think I said this earlier this year too about Andy Reid and the play calling and everything like that. I think I have to go back and look, but I think I said something about that too. It is the play calling, bro. It is I'm irritated. I'm very irritated because this game right here was avoidable. We should have won this game, and 10 penalties don't help at all whatsoever.
Hey, bro, yeah. I'm about to stop you right there. I'm just going to say this. So let's talk about the penalties. Let's talk about it.
Before we go into that real quick, please.
Go. I'm pausing. I'm done talking.
Just because this came from my father-in-law, by the way. That's why I'm interjecting, and it's exactly what you're talking about. This was a flag football game right here. That is what this game was. 100%.
On both sides, though. I'm gonna say it's the Broncos too.
It was the refs' game to play, and the Broncos and the Chiefs were the victims of it. We can argue the different parts that worked and didn't work for this game, but yeah, Dale, go ahead. I just wanted to throw that pun out there because I told him I'd shout it out in the show, so I had to give him his props on that. Yeah.
Nah, I'm not gonna have a game like the Bills game where I was tweaking out stuff like that. Y'all see the Don Julio in me. I'm not gonna lie, but this is more of a smoother type, and I just want to be real. It's just the only reason why I talked about it because them penalties was crazy though. Like I'm not gonna lie on both sides of the ball. Like when you looking at it was so soft, and they wanted to be so involved in the game. But we're not gonna talk about that. Broncos, y'all showed up and y'all got the dub when y'all needed to get the dub. I ain't gonna lie. Once Mahomes didn't get it on the second, like when we got the ball back and we could have like kind of closed it out, went into the 2-minute warning, kind of ran down the clock. And I know we gave it back to them. And that missed throw to Brashard Smith, I was like, here we go. Then we go in 3rd and 15. Me and Clinton talking throughout this the whole time. We didn't win at it so many times in our chat space, bro. We came into this mug just looking like, you know what? The Chiefs they gonna do what they do as they always do. And they stalled a lot. And I'm not even saying that you wrong, Dre, for real. I'm not even mad. It's just as a fan and as someone who been here through all the years that we have been horrible and coming into this, you're right when it comes to, stagnant, not making the team better and everything like that. But Tyquan Thornton showed up. Shannon Sharp cried about that a lot. He actually made a big play when he needed.
He only had one play for 61 yards.
One play, but you had him and I mean, it's times that he tried to get out there as well too. But I mean, when you look at the game, what you gonna keep on complaining about though? Because it's not like offensively that the Bo Nix and them was killing us. I mean, you saw Josh Simmons and them and give us time in the start of the game where we had so many dumb mistakes that happened, and we had so many dumb penalties that happened as well too. That's a part of the game.
Play calling.
I mean, what will you call it?
Play calling. We were 1-4 in the red zone. That's where we struggle at the most.
We was 1-4 in the red zone, and they also called the penalty too. Every time we was behind the sticks. When we wasn't behind the sticks and didn't have a penalty, did they not run the ball and score with Kareem Hunt?
We're 1-4 in the red zone.
Did they not run the ball and score?
That was the one of the four. That was one of the four.
Okay. No penalty,
right? The other three?
No penalty, right? No penalty, right? This is going for both Broncos and the Chiefs. I mean, you're seeing a lot of one-liners that ain't helping you in this argument. Still, what?
This is the same reason we've pretty much been losing pretty much all season. Yeah, we lost by 3 points.
We have. Yeah, it ain't on our side this time. Why y'all get so sensitive? Because it's not for us now? Because it's going against us now? Game of diversity. It's gonna happen. I mean, like, damn. I mean,
what are you talking about?
I'm talking about general, bro. Like, it was gonna come against us. And Clinton, you said this all the time. And I'm gonna let you go ahead and speak because I'm gonna go ahead and shut up about this too. I'm gonna just leave it alone. Just let y'all talk. I've been saying this all along. A lot of things are gonna catch up with us because I am a realist and I look at everything that we have when we go into this as well too. No, I'm not salty, Lonnie. You're not here to talk about it, so shut up. Overall, when I'm saying what I have to say, overall, it's coming down to it. Bad plays, a lot of this coming off, bad play calling at times, and teams are not playing with us no more, bro. They're coming in, they're competitive, and they're not letting us do what we want to do whenever we want to do it. So when that happens, yes, we are playing down, and we're doing too much. It's a lot of things going on. We having poor penalties at the wrong time. We all in all, like Mahomes not connecting downfield. There's a couple times he should have connected downfield as well too. So we got to put the blame on him as well too with that. Not connected with Worthy and them, not connecting with Tyquan. And it's a lot of times he had time in the pocket and he was getting down there as well too. Threw it a little bit too far, or they're not playing out to it as well too. So like overall, and I'm not gonna lie, bro, I'm not even being optimistic as well too. We're messing around. We're going to go out so hard. We're going to lose. I already told y'all the trend of what happens. We lost the Super Bowl. We usually get back to the AFC Championship game. It looks like we might not even make it back to the AFC Championship game, but I was prepared for us not to even get back to the Super Bowl. So with this happening early on, I'm at the point now, man, I just want a good draft pick. Yeah, I said it. We talking about draft picks early. We don't know. We talked about it early in the Patriots dynasty. I don't know. But overall, like what's happening right here, I just can't sit here and cry about it for so long, bro. I can't. They're gonna have to go ahead and make some moves.
Yeah. So Dale, you're hitting all the notes, and one part you were saying before you closed, which is basically what I'm thinking. You said that the Chiefs come in and they can't do the same old thing that they've been doing. And I think that is precisely the problem. Teams are getting better and they are adjusting things. And the two coaches in charge of this team, or at least the coordinators involved. So you can point the finger. If you're in the Andy Reid is the problem crowd, if you're in the Matt Nagy crowd, it doesn't matter. There's clearly an offensive problem, and the finger gets pointed to whoever you think is the man in charge of doing that. But the teams are trying to play the exact same way, doing the same old thing. And they just are underestimating their opponents. And the last couple of years, that may have been a formula that worked, that they could kind of just shuffle their way into the Super Bowl or into the playoffs and kind of lock it down and figure it all there. But, I've been talking to y'all privately, because obviously I haven't been on shows this season, that things feel different. And I mean different in a very samey type of way. Everything is happening the same way, and this time, instead of having the answer and the answer works, the Chiefs have the answer, and it kind of just results in the exact same thing over and over again. And we're kind of seeing the aftermath of that. I texted that I want to see some type of major changes this season. So I'm going to just kind of question what this team was thinking going into the bye week, having a week to self-scout. You had time to just sit at home for a full week, knowing the opponent you had in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
And you can make any adjustments to your game that you wanted to. And for the most part, it looked like the same type of performances we've seen the struggling weeks. And I get we can give the Chiefs some grace because all the Broncos are a good team, but that's the problem. The Chiefs are playing some really good teams, and the teams in the division have steps ahead of you. And you're looking at trying to sneak your way into the playoffs. And the best case you can do right now is kind of a Giants situation where you kind of can run the table and prove it the hard way and have no games happen at Arrowhead. I think people are not kind of ruling that out as a possibility, but it's unfortunate. We were rooting for this game and assuming the team would perform a little better. I was right with the Broncos getting their 22 points, but the Chiefs did not have anything to contribute. And like Dale said, at the end of the game, when it looked like you could have kind of put the game away, you didn't. You let the Broncos come back and tie it, and then you gave them the ball again, and you let them win it. So it's clear that this offense is different in terms of the way they're thinking, that the defense will always just close it out. And unfortunately, when you give a team enough cracks at it, as good as Spagnuolo's defense is, the weak parts get found. And the Broncos have been really good in the fourth quarter. Like all their close games, they are the 2024 Chiefs. All the ugly games they played, that the Chiefs played last year, that they shouldn't have won, that they barely won, they did. That's the Broncos this year. And all the games that the Chiefs have lost this year are very close games. And all the other games that they've won are games they've beaten their opponent by double-digit scores. So this team does not know how to win close games. And you can blame the players or you can blame the coaches. And at this point, I'm leaning on the coaching staff. I don't know if it's Andy Reid or if it's Matt Nagy, Steve Spagnuolo. He has his ups and downs. He's still a really good coordinator, and they've still allowed very few points. But you have to kind of know the nature of the beast here. And I mean, they're kind of playing complementary to the offense, and this offense is being a detriment instead of the strength and the identity of the team. But I was expecting more out of this Chiefs team. Their kind of sameness is starting to get on my nerves. And if we have to get to the very end of the season in whatever ending that is, to kind of reevaluate where we are, then so be it. But I think anybody who is thinking this, in August or early September, even when things were starting off slow, did not think that the Chiefs would fall to this level, and that the conversations of, no, they have a real problem, and whether they're just oblivious or they're ignorant to those particular fixes, that's just where we're at. This could have been a statement game to let you kind of reassess where you are in the standings in the division and the conference, and you lose that and you fall even further in the playoff picture. Now you're one spot even further behind. You can do yourself some favors by winning some upcoming games against some of those teams that are in front of you or in the same spot as you. But like you said, Dre, the division has officially been lost. The Broncos are a team that can compete on the Chiefs level and arguably have had their number in recent years. And it took a blocked field goal last year to kind of keep those levels from looking completely in Bo Nix's favor so far. But, things are looking grim right now. It doesn't mean that they can't do something about it. I mean, it's taken this team punches in the mouth to kind of fix their things. But, if they're not willing to kind of make those adjustments, then, all for naught. You mentioned the kind of shotgun runs, and we saw a lot of under center handoffs that were averaging, 5+ yards, and then, kind of just sprinkle those in, but not enough that's the game plan. So, I think as long as Andy Reid is the coach, the running game will not be the most important thing. And there's just something about this day where Mahomes' passes weren't getting completed throughout. Some deep balls that we would have liked to see. We had the one, but that was about it. And I think this team thought that would be their identity, and drawing pass interferences at various times is why they'll continue to do it. But it's a very ugly game. I mean, honestly, it almost looks like they're playing Texas Tech, Patrick Mahomes college games, where you're in a bind. You're going against a worse or a better opponent than you and your team, and you're just trying to draw flags or throw it deep however you can, and most of the time it's not working. I mentioned that I wanted to see only a few sacks, if that, for Patrick Mahomes, and there was way more than enough of those, and some of those were on key plays that resulted in no points or no yardage or a turnover / punt to the other team. So offensive line did what they could. I'm not saying Josh Simmons, Juwan Taylor, anybody like that played particularly poorly, but players just didn't step up to the challenge. You have a just as hard opponent coming into your town this coming Sunday, who had a bye week to think about you and how to beat you after they got to sit at home and watch the Broncos beat you on TV. So, that's where we're at. I think last week we already said they were in must-win games and they didn't get it done. So, if the Chiefs don't feel like these are must-win games, and then they don't have the type of urgency as the Kingdom does. And I think that should kind of send the red flags to everybody. And, we're not hoping that we're thinking of a good Brett Veach first-round draft choice, but, it might be the coming topics here in a couple weeks if we don't see some games in November and December start to shift the narrative here.
What was that comment about Brett Veach?
It's over. It's over. He's bad. Just go get a new GM. Try to fleece Howie Roseman. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Season over. For real. It's not even talk about no more now.
I mean, if that's your opinion on it, then that's your opinion.
Nah, bro. Don't say opinion now. Y'all switch up so quick. When I'm all in on what y'all doing.
You the one that said the season's over. I never said the season was over.
I'm shouting. We're rooting for the Super Bowl. Dre, stop acting funny like that, bro. But you act to switch up like me, bro. I'm trying to go with what y'all say, and I'm respectfully doing it. I can't do no more optimism, bro. I'ma lose. I'm done. I'm gonna be honest. I'm frustrated because of the point of like I keep on taking up for them, bro. And this year they not doing it for me. So like I gotta eat it. I gotta eat it, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like
that's right.
Go into wild card. Go into the play. We can't. Everybody who in the playoffs beat us, bro. but the other team that's winning the division in the AFC North. I don't see it. The path is ugly right now. We're gonna ask a lot of teams to lose throughout this bottom half, and it had to start with we had to win today, bro. We had to win today, regardless of it being an AFC West team. It just looks ugly now being at 5-5. They can go 12-5. We talked about it earlier beforehand. The Patriots went 11-5. The year that Matt Castle started, they missed the playoffs off of that. It's kind of looking like that year because of most of the teams in those divisions beat us already. Who's leading?
How fast the narrative changes if we're talking about Christmas game, which is the Broncos versus Chiefs. If the Broncos are so ahead of the Chiefs and that's only 3 weeks to go, the Broncos might sit. Could you imagine this team? Could you imagine us having that conversation earlier or last season going into this game? That the Chiefs would be playing the Broncos on Christmas Day, and that game would mean absolutely nothing for the Broncos because they'd be well ahead of us.
We can't even care, bro. We can't even care, Clean. I'm not even gonna lie. At this point, truthfully, regardless of what happened next week at 11 or 12 o'clock against the Colts, they're gonna have to win out to for sure try to get in the playoffs. And then you might see the Chiefs at a 7 or 6 seed. Right now, I can only bank on the Chiefs getting into the playoffs sitting at the 7 or 6 seed. Yep. Now, is that ugly for the second and third and first, those seeds? It is. But we got to get into the playoffs. We got to get in. So, honestly, I'm at the point now, y'all, like, I'm not talking that much because I want y'all to go ahead and do it. I always cut off time for people and stuff like that. But, hey, bro, all I can give is optimism. And right now, losing 2 straight, being at 5-5, I can't really talk today. So really, I'm about to man up. I'm gonna shut up. Maybe let y'all have the rest of the show because it's horrible. It's horrendous. I mean, to be honest, I don't even feel like I'm being overly emotional. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't. Now, you be overly pessimistic. People gonna be like, damn, you don't believe in the team. Be overly confident, overly optimistic. Bro, you're acting like a homer. At this point now, I'm in a weird position this year where I got to shut up and just let it go. They disappointed the last couple games. I'm not gonna lie, they lost 2 in a row.
The Andy Reid
coming off a bye as well too.
Dead. Andy Reid mystique is dead. The bye week mystique is dead.
I mean, Dre, what you just said, bro, we can't go over previous years now. I mean, even though they was doing it for 9 straight, 7 straight when Mahomes got in, can't do nothing now. I don't see how you can be overly optimistic because you lose next week to Indianapolis. It's done. It's done.
Sure is.
I mean,
you lose next week to Daniel. You lose next week to Daniel Jones and the Colts.
Bonnie, it's not that we're not who we used to. We're the exact same.
We're the exact same.
We haven't changed anything.
Changed nothing. Nothing's changed.
We're the exact same. We are exactly who
I
we
mean,
used to be, hoping
hell.
that would be enough.
Even
It's
before the bye week, they even asked Mahomes earlier this week. The Bills' defensive players were calling out our plays. It's the same stuff over, and everybody has played football. Everybody has played it. Everybody has watched it. When you don't change nothing, I mean, what's the point of watching the film at this point? What's the point of watching the film on the Chiefs? They ain't gonna run the ball. We ain't had a 100-yard rusher. When's the last time we had somebody on a running back to rush the ball for 100 yards?
I know, bro. They ain't doing nothing. Beach got Patrick Mahomes.
It is what it
He's
is.
got Patrick Mahomes. That's what he banking on, bro. That's where I'm at right now. Y'all gonna be pissed. I'm not gonna care though. Trade Pat. Get five first rounders. He ain't doing it no more. You don't change nothing.
Oh man.
No, oh man, now. This is where we at. Everybody come. I drank it. What drink off? It's his turn to hop off now, bro. It's his turn to hop off now, bro. Like, why we mad when we say whatever? Like, it's where we at now. Like, at this point, I mean, I say it every time we get mad, everybody gets sad. I get it, bro. It's tough. It's tough. I hopped off this live, too. It's just, I mean, penalties ain't going our way. Nothing going our way. Offense playing the same way. Defense, I mean, they did what they can. They held them to 19 points. We had it 19-16. What I say, you score a touchdown, kick a field goal, it's a different story. Don't talk that realistic. Clint, I'm about to go ahead and say it. Don't talk that realistic shit with me, bro. Because I've been saying it beforehand. Nah, trade them. That's what you need to do. Stop crying about it. Stop crying. No. This is what we got when we got Patrick Mahomes. Seeing his film at Texas A&M. You're gonna have to get your big boy draws on, and you're gonna have to change the way you play the game. And I'm about to play with you like that. What we playing for? I thought we was playing for a Super Bowl. We're not playing for it no more now. What? You got me pessimistic like y'all won't now. What?
It took this season for the Chiefs to finally take their humble pie. Like they had to realize that they were mortal. They could be gotten, and they just
got
assumed
me on
that
the
playoffs
train.
Was an expectation instead of something to aspire and to work towards.
Nah, don't hope for nobody to get in and lose. We should have been winning the games we were supposed to because you had it early on. You threw a pick in the Eagles game. Now y'all want me to call out because now I'm about to make y'all feel sad. We threw a pick in this Eagle game. We should have won. We should never did that. We could have been over them. Chargers game. Chris Jones want to go ahead and go all the way in, be 34-7. He got the first down, close out the game. Lost on YouTube. What? Jaguars game. Chris Jones, you're lazy on that. We let you get downfield, score a touchdown, done. Hey, bro, y'all gonna have to eat this. I mean it too. It sucks. It sucks when you're wrong and you can't talk like you want to talk. Clinton, y'all got me here on the pessimistic train. Now you're not getting me off until they do something. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You want to come to me for optimism? You're not going to get it. They better win 7 straight.
None here.
You're not going to get it with me. You better be a win 7. Mom, I told you before we even got over here. My already set now. They lose this game, what was going to happen? Hey, man, either they going to lose and not make it, or they going to get it in. They're going to get knocked out. Probably divisional round of AFC Championship game. I'm cool. Because at the end of the day, what I say, they still got to chase Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is chasing Brady. Yeah, that chasing Brady, it's halted right now. It's halted right now. If you don't get into the playoffs, it's halted right now. Because he even left the Tampa Bay before he even retired. He made the playoffs. I don't think they like when I'm like this, Cleveland, for real. I think they hate it when I'm like this, honestly. Because it doesn't feel good, huh? Because I'm going to emphasize on the garbage that we have been doing. This is why I avoid the train. This is why I avoid it. I try to be cool. 5-5. Pat, you looking like you was at Texas A&M. If you really help you get to, I don't know, I'm at that point now. He helped get to the 3. You're going to have to prove me wrong, brother. You're going to have to prove me wrong. I was selling on y'all. I ain't going to lie. I'm there. Click go ahead and say, because I would say what I have to say, because I'm on it. I'm raining down. Call me later. Time to be cool. No. I am quitting until we're over 500 for 3 games. That's what y'all want. What? Was I doing too much in the last show? Now I'm on y'all side. With this now. No. You're not going to have me. You're not going to get me on that. You're not. I'm sorry, Dre. I didn't even want you to leave the show, to be honest with you. I didn't even want you to leave the show. This is truthful. I'm cool. If they make the playoffs, you know what I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. But, hey, you can't play both sides. Clinton, because what was I doing beforehand? I was always super, super optimistic, right? Mm-hmm. What happened now? This season?
Yep.
What happened? What did I say I would do? They looking bad. Shit. That's what it is. You're not going to get an in-between deal. I'm going to tell y'all this right now. You want to be a fan. You're going to get, he's either shitty or we're great.
That's how we play.
Like this. Everybody play bad. Dumb penalties. The coach don't want to run the ball. Defense giving up 30-15. You better not fucking just put it on Pat. I'm going to say that right now. They're all guys. You're not going to put it on one person. You're not. You're not. They're all playing ass. Coaching ass. Playing ass. No. Pat, I'm on you because I always go for you. Y'all got this down now, and I'm here. Let me shut up. I'm done. Don Julio made me talk sense. The other stuff made me emotional. But this right here, I'm going to tell the real. I'm cool. I told y'all beforehand, 3 Super Bowls. People got to catch up. Yes, Lonnie, he not hitting the deep ball at all. I'm looking better than you at that. Bo Nix hit on the money to try Franklin. Thank you for my fantasy league. That's why I'm on for the rest of the season. I'm a shift. I'm not going to cry over some grown men not playing their part. Because if I was a coach, after the game in Denver, in the absolute weather, we're fighting the biggest hill, and y'all ass is going up of it. Y'all going up it. Clayton, you gotta join in the party now. You got me here with the pencil. You gotta join the party now,
dude. I'm just letting you rant. Once you got your take, you gotta let it go.
Hold on, did I let y'all get off some sort? I gotta let y'all get off. Like, for real, what can we say, bro? We lost 2 straight.
There's nothing to say. I mean, that's kind of the point. I mean,
they running a whole practice. I did call him adios emotional. I was saying, hey, I was like, you know what? It's time to be real. I'm not gonna even lie to you. And Dre, for real, because I'm sad that I didn't want you to leave, bro. I wasn't trying to be on that. It's just we gotta be realistic, bro. When we get there, you hope we get there. I'm not giving up entirely on the season.
That's why if someone's going to be the optimistic one, I'll try to give the sliver of it and have it be me for this. And
It's cool, Clean. We can get
only
on them,
in
bro.
the way,
We been
in the
giving
way
them
that they can
passes for.
sneak into the playoffs.
I'm gonna let you finish.
They-
Yeah, let me let you finish.
They can sneak into the playoffs. I mean, Dale, the other, maybe it was not last year because we hosted, but the year before that, you were like, I want to see the Chiefs have to go do it the hard way in other teams.
Yeah, it's looking
So-
ugly.
So it travels. I mean, right now in the regular season, with how things are going and the way that they are playing, without any changes to what they're doing at all, they're not. But how you've been going, basing it off recent history in the playoffs when it matters, and then they can step the game up, that it doesn't matter where they play, that they get the job done. So if winning the division is no longer like a main concern, then, I'm going to stop treating it as such. I thought it was a main concern because they won it for nearly 10 years in a row. But this year they played against 3 teams, and one is the Raiders, who frankly does not count. So the 2 competitive AFC West teams you fell to. Dale, you were all hyped today because the Chargers were dropping a game. So the Chargers can give us some breathing room to let us bounce into one of those.
They still 2
playoff
games,
spots.
Brody.
Yes, for sure. The Texans are above us right now, but we can literally play against them. I know it's stupid to think about, but the Chiefs also have some useless games against the Titans and Raiders that if they need to, they can pat 2 extra wins on their chat sheet. And like I said before, I don't know if I said this before we started or during the game, that the Chiefs versus Denver on Christmas night might not be a big deal to the Broncos, and that might be a game the Chiefs have to win. And we'll see how competitive Broncos are there. But you told me to stop projecting so much into the future. So the bare facts: the Chiefs, they had their bye week already. They came off and they lose a game. So now you have 7 more games on your schedule. You have a hard Colts team coming up this Sunday, and then you have to follow that up with the Christmas game in Dallas. And Dallas is kind of up and down. You could say that's a pick 'em, or you could just give the game flat out to the Chiefs, however you feel about that. And then, the Texans is kind of that coin flip, and the Chargers much of the same. So arguably the hardest Chiefs games are the next 4 games, and that's what we said before this Broncos game, and it was 5 games. So if they didn't respond against the Broncos, like you said, this is basically their last shot. This is where they can either jump back ahead of 500 and give you some breathing room, or if you pick up your 6th loss now, you're kind of slotting yourself way down the playoff picture. At this point, the Chiefs are number 9, so they're not even like within the striking distance. They still need a little bit of help. Now, does it mean like the Chiefs can't or won't make the playoffs? No, I don't think we should outright say that. But we weren't wrong in our thinking during the season, as we were seeing what is transpiring on the field, that is a not likely, but it is a probable outcome based on how they're playing. So, And after this bye week, we said this was going to be a pivotal week. Either they shift into doing some different things and we start seeing the points kind of go up, or we see much of how the game was starting at the beginning of the season and the same type of offensive struggles and the defensive breakdowns. Unfortunately, those are still here. So it doesn't mean that the Chiefs on any given game can't overcome that. But right now, without doing anything to kind of change the normal course of action, you can and will be beaten. So the mystique of the Chiefs is definitely worn off. Honestly, in my head, I'm thinking a hot take that if things don't end well for this season, if we really want to start going back to how we were as the dynasty was starting to try to show that we're, quote, not done, we're going to be trading for Tyreek Hill and having him strictly run those Xavier Worthy routes deep that unfortunately Xavier cannot connect on. And so that we always have that cheat code, and that way maybe the rest of the offense will look good no matter what. If we were going into this season, you would have said the offense looks in a way better position than last year, and the production, I think, has been about the same, but the matchups that the Chiefs were facing and the amount of points needed to kind of facilitate that win has not gone the Chiefs' favor this year. So, if we're going to be optimistic about anything, it's that the season is in fact not over. There's still more games to play. Like, you obviously need to take care of business, but that's the fun about football and pro sports and the playoffs, is that a team really bad like Miami can beat a team like Buffalo and help bridge that gap just a little bit. A team like the Jacksonville Jaguars can embarrass the Chargers and make that gap shorten a little bit. So the Chiefs obviously did not do any favors today, but you can't say they're completely out of it. However, if they look the way they have, then they can have the same outcomes that they've been experiencing. Like this, at some point, they need to turn off the insanity button and try to just shift their focus in some way. They started doing some under center runs, and that was fantastic, but they just wouldn't let that be their identity. I made that same argument when we were trying to make the postseason run against the Eagles. You're damn right I did, because I was like, Pacheco's the best player on this team, and we need to ride him all the way. And they kind of did that, and then not so much.
Clayton, but I want to add to what you were saying. I want to add to what you were saying, though, bro. Like, I don't know. I brought this up to you. I brought this up to Lonnie. He ain't here right now. I'm gonna answer your emotional cuz when this will too. Y'all see how our offense looked though when we left the traditional fullback though? Why are we not going to our formation when we should be, instead of going to shotgun and run? Like, if you're talking about play calling, I'm with y'all on that, because I said this from the get-go. Did you hear me say that at all, Clinton? Because I feel like I've run this up multiple times.
I'm not sure. It's just so strange, because the biggest strength you would say about this team are like our wideouts, and you would assume, you want the many of those on the field. But you can't have someone. Play some Patriots type of formations, man.
Yeah, bro.
Triple tight ends and double running backs.
We aligning right there, bro. We aligning right there. I'm
tricky stuff. Like, if
we aligning right there.
Hard, we need to do some, like, if we got to grind out. I said it to Shannon.
Why you don't go heavy package?
If we got to grind out a 6-yard tight end pass to get a first down, let's do that.
But Clayton, you on the money.
Throw the passing in our deep pocket, and if we make it to the playoffs, we could throw that back out. Like, hey, remember that? We're also scary. But if that's not the way to win our games, then we'll stick to it. But I feel like we need to start leaning into some heavy personnel.
I can't put what you just posted up here because you cuss, but that's all I'm gonna say. What have I been saying? Hear me at some time. I was like, formation, forget it. I'm not gonna say F it, but forget it. 5-1-5-2 formation.
Yeah.
Why you don't want that on a rollout of a play of a bullet? Is somebody low key slip out? Some Jake Plummer. Bowling got one a couple times today. I'm not gonna lie, in certain times. Look, the thing is, bro, like, I want to say this to y'all though, for real. I'm not really emotional about it because Clint, like I said before, I didn't talk about it earlier. One of these seasons was gonna happen, but we was gonna be sick. That's why I kind of wanted it after. Okay, we came back, had that year, lost an AFC championship game. That we've been spoiled the whole time.
And but note that after that season is when we have, quote, a massive change where we Hill away. But
and then we win.
What was the change? Like, I guess we're on the same type of trajectory, but I feel like there was a glaring was there like a glaring problem with us?
Nah, Juju was doing what he needed to do that year, bro. He did what he needed to do that year. I think offensively, that was still Pat's best year because he won MVP too. We had more total yards than we had in the previous years that we had Tyreek in that year.
Was Matt Nagy our offensive coordinator?
No,
Is that still Eric Bieniemy?
That was Eric Bieniemy. Let me shut up.
Okay, but
Let me shut up.
okay. So then it is the same type of issue that where they started the championship hot and then they just kind of squatted on themselves and couldn't get anything done, and the offense kind of just.
Eric Bieniemy is starting to look very important to this offense now, huh? I know we want to always say Nagy. I wasn't always even on Eric Bieniemy's side when it comes to like offensive play calling. It was just more so I feel like he got on Mahomes like, hey, cuz, you need to run the ball. I don't care about none of that. You will get your MVP. You will get your yards because when we need you to step up, you step up. But it's 31 against a Broncos, against a Jets. I don't care who it is. So I'm thinking you're the savior and give Kareem Hunt the ball. Because you know what Kareem Hunt did in the year that you started for the first time before he got in trouble? He was down there 1,000+ yards rushing. He was turning up the offense with you. He was your go-to and nobody else stepped up. I know you got Rashee Rice. I know you got a Xavier Worthy. I know you got a Hollywood Brown. I know that. But you know how you get those guys more involved? We start making guys think that we're going to rely on the run. We're going to go set up these plays where we're going to go ahead, go with 3 to 4 yards to carry with Pacheco and Hunt, and we're going to set ourselves up better on 2nd and 3rd down. Y'all really think y'all just this great, huh? And I'm gonna keep it. I'll be honest. It's still a top 10 defense on both sides of the ball. But being at 5-5, y'all showing why y'all are 500. We have these games where we look great. Then we have the games that we have like here. Y'all need a wake-up call. Guess what the wake-up call is, Clinton? You might not win a division that you've been doing for 9 straight years. So I hope that wakes y'all up and shut it up and make y'all think going forward.
Too. And
he's healthy, not no injury, not no fluke injury like Brady either. Right. You're involved, buddy, for all 10 games.
You can't blame the division loss on Patrick Mahomes. It's an Andy Reid problem.
But you gotta give criticism to both, because we said these two together was great, right? So if they're great together, boy, you're gonna be bad together. We're not gonna do that. So y'all better figure it out. I'll be honest. I might have made, like, I want to say this because I didn't want to answer this. For real. I wanted to answer this. I'm not being emotional, Lonnie, when I'm saying this. I'm not for real. I'm not being emotional overall. I'm just, I really go with the realism. Clinton, the reason why I was realistic the first head, because what was we before when we had these big arguments and stuff like that? We were still over 500, right? Mm-hmm. We're halfway through the season at 500. You might not win the division, so it's not real no more now. It's very slim. So you see how I let stuff play out and go in? Oh, trust me, I can get on them just as much as y'all do right here. I allow it to get to that point because now y'all on BS. Y'all are. This is a perfect time to criticize what they got going on. Mm-hmm. And what they got going on is not great for what we have with this team right now. Don't worry, Chiefs Kingdom. Y'all have saw seasons before from, honestly, after the 1969 Super Bowl up until 2019. Let's not act like we haven't seen it. The OGs, y'all dealt with this before. The youngins, I'm sorry, Clinton, the 96 babies, us, we didn't see it too. So let's not act like this is brand new. It's not.
It's brand new for Patrick Mahomes era.
Patrick Mahomes. But guess what? Patrick Mahomes, are we just fans of Patrick Mahomes or the Chiefs? Are we just Pat Mahomes fans or the Chiefs fans? We Chiefs fans. Hey, boy. Hey, little boy. Yeah, you old boy, we used to this before. You better figure it out. Thank you for winning championships. But we in football city. Mm-hmm. You're playing bad, and you better wake up. That's it. That's it. You better wake up.
The Chiefs have left us in a position that we are looking ahead at Jacksonville Jaguars schedule. They got 2 games against the Colts and a game against the Broncos. So hopefully,
Well, they gonna probably they
they want to lose 2 or 3 of those games. They could do a Chiefs a favor right there.
They did us a favor with the Chargers, but they gonna have to. We gonna need them to lose.
Chargers can do us a favor by losing to us and losing to the Eagles. And if they want to lose to either of those Texas teams, and if the Broncos need a win, they got that game.
Don't worry about AFC West, bro. This year, just if the Broncos beat them.
No, I'm not even talking about. Sorry, dude. I'm not even talking about AFC West. I'm talking about the teams ahead of us right now. That's where your mind is. You're thinking of number 1 and 2. No, I'm thinking of 6 and 7 right now, bro. So that's where we're
so
at.
We're gonna have a Colts saying, okay, we can realistically go 6 and 7 and 5, right? With things the Colts game is scary. I'm sorry, bro. It's just I'm just mad at this year because Daniel Jones should be a dub. He should be a dub. I don't care what team you on, bro. You should be a dub.
But I overestimated because I had Anthony Richardson in the post game next week, so I got to make that. That's how little I had faith in Daniel Jones, and this season is nothing but weird games. And
it's weird, fam. We gonna have to fight through it. It's gonna be one of them years where, like, damn, the Chiefs really go like 12-5, 11-6. Did we weirdly like? I ain't gonna lie. I already said too, like, this is a weird year, bro. You might see the Ravens, Bills, and the Chiefs in the wild card. That's how weird it is. And I ain't talking about winning the division wild card either.
The Ravens are 5-5 and just under us. If we had lost to them, we'd be under the Ravens too.
We will be out of the picture probably. That's weird. I'm not gonna lie. I think okay.
I was dwelling on this.
I'm salty. Hey, I think I'm a little salty. Like, it's weird, man.
The Chiefs, their only good win this season came against the Lions, and even Lions fans think that they were injured going into that game and weren't at full strength. Every other Chiefs win is against a team that it barely has any wins in the win column. So they've beaten the teams that are bad, that are in front of them, but that's about the best they've done. So the Chiefs are kind of the Mike Tomlin Steelers with Ben Roethlisberger, assuming you could kind of just half-ass it. And
I mean, you're gonna have to win now.
But the division is not that way this year.
You're gonna have to win now, bro.
The Patriots
the AFC
are showing
conference
to be a good team. The Colts are showing to be a good team.
You're talking about the conference now.
Are still competitive. So the AFC got a lot better, or at least they have more wins available to them against kind of those lower tier other AFC and NFC teams. But think about it.
I'm salty, bro. I thought we was done with 2006, 2007.
And
we was done with that, Clinton. I thought we was done with that. New England, Denver, and Pittsburgh, and who else? Who else? What is it? So
the Bengals,
okay,
and the Colts. Yeah.
Tom Brady and that might be the only thing I'm frustrated about, though, honestly. Like, that wasn't an excuse beforehand. But Daniel Jones. All right. Hold on. Yeah. Daniel Jones.
Drake May.
Aaron
Rodgers as a 4-year-old.
Aaron Rodgers is a hands.
Yeah.
Now
that just goes to show the rest of the AFC North is complete butt because
that's
the Ravens are trying
to
hype their way in and they can't. So the Steelers are having the benefactor of a bad division and still they're fourth in the AFC. The AFC East is competitive now that the Patriots are a grown-up team. The AFC South is competitive now that they are a grown-up team. And unfortunately, the AFC West is even more so competitive.
We always been competitive, bro.
I mean, a couple years ago we won it. We were the 4th seed and 10 wins and 7 losses was good enough. 7
We went
losses
11 and
is
6
definitely
though.
not good enough.
We went 11-6 that year though.
No, we had a 10-7 season.
No, it was 11-6, Brody. It was 11-6. It was 2023. For real. I think we had, we was getting them 12-4s before they had that one game. Like, if you go look at it, for real, he haven't had a 10-win season. He had more than 10 wins. But that 11-6 season pissed us off though, because we started off like 6-0, something like that. Like within that, and then they had that middle of the season type of what the hell y'all doing, and then we end up closing it out. So yeah, it felt like it was gonna be like a 10-7 year, but it ended up being 11-6. And we was a third seed, and end up like just walking to the Super Bowl and win 49ers.
The last time the Chiefs did not win the AFC West, they went 9-7.
Yep. So you're potentially on at the point now. Are y'all gonna go 9-8?
And even 9-7 was enough to be second in the division. Right now, we're hoping to be second, and right now we're sitting at third. So,
yeah, it is what it is, bro. Like I like, all in all, it is bad though. And I'm gonna say this is my final thoughts for real. Like it's bad, Chiefs Kingdom, man. It sucks.
That's why we're a Broncos country place now. All the Broncos fans were sitting in our community telling us how they were going to win. So, shout out, guys. You were right. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subs. At least you showed up. I mean, we're here for your trolling. If we're at the top, we got to be able to take the beating on the way down.
Yeah, respectfully, and this is for all our TikTok of Chiefs Kingdom, everybody as well too. Trust me, we are not a team that, we can take it as well too. We can take it as well too. So it sucks for us. That's it. Hopefully we can sneak into the playoffs by the end of the season, but overall, there's nothing we can do about it. It is what it is.
Yep. And, we've got this big audience watching us. Thanks for watching and all that. But you could have commented with us. But, I don't know about you, Dale. I don't want to commiserate and think about football for a while. I know y'all are different.
We don't want to win.
Stuff, but when the Chiefs lose and it's not the best, I kind of just want to disappear from the NFL and football for a while.
We've been avoiding it all year, though, Clayton. Let's be honest. 5 weeks we've been enjoying it. 5 weeks we haven't. So it's one of them years where I think, this is my last thought, though, for real. And this is not even about your pessimism as well, too. But I think overall, it came, this time. It got us. And, it's only 1 year that it hit us. I mean, when you look at the numbers, that's still in our favor of what's going on. But, as a fan and as a Chiefs fan, bro, y'all going to have to toughen up and have to, eat this. And I know Dre ended up leaving as well, too, because of, I know we're definitely mad about the outcome of this and everything. And I dropped off for a little bit as well, too. But, bro, we're going to have to, eat this, bro. And I think everything and the frustration that we had going on is real. And I think it is knowledgeable. And I think that, what everybody's saying, it is coming up in different ways. But I think all in all, what we're going to have to do as a fan base, we got to come in and we got to understand that, hey, all the different points that we had and what we discussed, it's all factoring into why the Chiefs are playing bad. But at the same time, we have to have some level of optimism that's going to still be there for them and help them, uplift them, and at least try to let them reach that 12-11 win mark, right? That's what we hoping for at this point now. So, I mean, for the real Chiefs fans, I know I've been talking pessimistic the whole show. But at the same time, they need to have these days where I talk bad about it. But they're going to have to, of course, go up and go beyond going forward as well too. And y'all just as much as y'all take the praise, y'all gotta take the criticism as well too. And that's all I gotta say. And that's all I want to put it out there, because really I'm at the point now where I've been praising y'all too much. but y'all gotta take this. Y'all gotta hear me rant a little bit about the BS y'all been on, and that's where I'm at with it right now. So that's all I gotta say. I feel you. What I say, Clee, once he got to the point to where you was right, I shut up. That's where we at now. So if they want to put up and shut everybody up, that means help me shut everybody up. Y'all better win out. That's it. I can't do nothing else.
Hey, when you want Dale to shut up, that's not a good sign. But for me, periods like this, I just don't want to talk. That's it. Like same way after the Super Bowl, some moments. Like I know in my heart, I'm grateful for the ride that we've been on. I serve a God who knows the beginning and end to things. So, there's moments where I definitely would not have thought the outcome happened. And, I'm surprised that we were kind of hoping to have some of that magic this season, but, life ain't always like that. So, it's not necessarily something that any of us expected, but it's what's been dealt in front of us. So we just got to be realistic about it. We tried to kind of talk our way through it and kind of convince ourselves that that's not what's happening. But I think the coaches were doing that same thing. And they've had 3 weeks now to kind of adjust what they've done and chosen not to do it. So that's kind of the Chiefs' ultimatum. If they think they're going to get enough wins this year, it's going to be doing something a little different than the way they've been doing it in hopes that the insanity stretches over.
And Clayton, let me respectfully say this too, bro. Mahomes, once he got in and he took over 7 straight, 3 Super Bowls, and all that. Hey, we are God-fearing men. That's what I'm going to say. You're going to handle some adversity at some point. It's right now within the NFL, within the season. What you going to do with it? Are you going to cry and shut up? This is why I say, you ain't take no egregious, you wasn't knocked out, you had a weird dislocated knee and all that, and came back and won a bowl. You found ways to still play out in this season. Hey, Willis to that. Willis to a playoff. Willis. We let Alex Smith do it for multiple years. We allow you to do it because we put that trust in you. If you get us there, it's a fight.
Mm.
So show everybody that you can do it. This is for all my Chiefs Kingdom. And it's for everybody when we have these shows and all this other stuff. Yeah, it's been an emotional day this year. And I'm going to calm down as well, too. But, hey, I get excited in moments like this. And, shit, that's how I really work through it, bro. And right now, it took me spazzing from the first part of the show to this part of the show where it's like, hey, I'm not doing what I need y'all to do. And I'm not going to lie. I can't sit here and say Clayton, Lonnie, and Dre is wrong. Y'all proving them right. Y'all want to prove them wrong? 7 straight. That's all I'm going to say.
And as much as I don't like to be wrong, I've told you time and time again, I would love to be wrong if the Chiefs want to do something above their expectations.
Hey, he Clayton set himself up to not be sad. Now y'all set him up to where it is what it is now. So set it up to where his mood changed. That's on y'all to do it.
You're right. And I will take full responsibility on my part for not doing my part correctly in the Chiefs' prediction.
They don't want playing Clayton. It's not your fault. They don't want playing.
But in the Chief in predictions point, I should not have given the Chiefs the win. I have learned my lesson that I need to just pick the Chiefs L about every game unless they're literally playing the lowly Raiders or the lowly Titans in a game where you could have lightning strike 6 times right in front of Mahomes' foot and he'll still find a way to get the game done because of those teams. But the gap has been shortened in terms of the Chiefs and every other team that they play against in the way that they compete against other teams. And so now I need to truly respect that, and I need to stop picking Chiefs wins if I do in fact make predictions. And I do need to go into every game assuming the worst, assuming this team will lose. This team has convinced me otherwise over the last couple of years because of Patrick Mahomes and the mystique. But, that mystique has run off, and the steak doesn't have the same sizzle. It's time that this piece of meat is burnt. You can't put salt on it and make it better. You're just going to have to put a brand new piece out there and see what happens. I don't know what that new piece looks like. I don't know if that's a new coach, a new player, a new whatever. But this team needs a spark. And the bye week was usually that spark. And for this team, it was not. You have a arguably even harder opponent coming into Arrowhead on a nooner game. Maybe you were already looking ahead to that game through this one. I don't know. But every game needs to be important. And whether or not they learn that this season or next year, history will show. I'm not ruling out the playoffs yet. There's always telling me a chance. But the team is not earning their way into the playoffs. They can kind of horseshoe Colts luck their way into the playoffs if that's the route they want to go. But, it might be time for a reality check in some way. Tom Brady was never expecting a non-playoff year. Peyton Manning was never expecting a non-playoff year. So I think we have to kind of broach that conversation if the next couple weeks don't shape out in our favor. But Dale, you said stop looking towards the future. It's time to work 1 week at a time.
One week at a time.
We thought this team was prepared for this week. They were not, so they need to shake it up, their routine a little bit, and come back in and be ready for next week. They can shut everybody and ourselves up if they win next week, and then look really well going into the Cowboys and depending on the Cowboys game. Like they can change our tone. I'm not saying we'll have complete optimism, like back how you felt in September. But I'm saying they can give us reasons to be cheerful again.
Clint, I'm gonna respectfully say this because I want you to close it out of this. Nah, bro, you respectfully was right, and it's time to know. Y'all gonna prove us once y'all get into the playoff picture and shut us up. I did it for how many years? Ever since we started this, 3-4+ years, and 7 years since Mahomes started. It's time for y'all to shut us all up on this channel and say that what y'all gonna do. I didn't want to make people leave because when I get real like this, that means it's really a real situation. Y'all don't look great. People are coming in and playing y'all, and they playing y'all like everybody else and fighting. Hey, I can live off the 3 Super Bowl wins beforehand all I want because I know I can argue with all the current quarterbacks right now, but I know what mission we on, and that's to chase Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And because our favorite quarterback is Patrick Mahomes. So we can sit through this. You sat through all that optimism, brother, that we was handling, even when they was looking bad. We can sit through this pessimism where we're not looking good and we're at 500. We will be okay. I can see it. That's why I'm trying to say when we have these conversations talk. Just as much as I get on y'all about being optimistic, I can take when pessimism comes my way and it's right. And that's what it is. Y'all don't look great. Fix it and get it together if y'all want to get to the playoffs. And that's it.
Amen, dude. That's about it. It's one thing to be pessimistic and to sit in it. It's another thing to recognize your problems and try to devise plans to fix it. This game was a culmination of Chiefs choosing not to fix their issues. Now you've exacerbated the issue even more. You've made that sin, that issue, whatever it is, push further and further, and it's made downstream effects. Tonight is the night you can burn that and officially reset yourself and reset the season. And like you said, run the table.
0-0 now. 0-0. You can finish off the season with 7 straight and possibly make the playoffs. You can win 7 straight and possibly not still make it. Because every team ahead of you beat you.
Yep. And
all that good stuff. So, hey, Mahomes, I love you, brother. And I know how you play as well, too. You win by you, you die by you. Now, it's if we get into the playoffs by you or we don't get in the playoffs by you. You're still my favorite quarterback we had on this Chiefs team. You did a lot that we didn't have coming into this organization. You're going to always have that. But I'm about greatness, and I'm about us overcoming all of those obstacles and meeting that level that everybody thought we couldn't meet. And I know you about that as well, too. That's why I put you up to the challenge. You got it, brother. And I think this is going to be a fun rest of the year for us as well, too. Guess what? Every game I can't go in and I can't chill. I got to be locked in every time. And I'm going to always enjoy that. So be on the lookout. Clayton, you got it for the rest of the year, bro. I ain't saying nothing till you slip. I'm going to say that to you. I'm going to say that on here right now. We 500 after the bye week. In week 12, going into week 12. So, hey, I didn't boast to y'all so many times. Y'all better go ahead and prove Clean wrong again because I ain't arguing with him no more. Y'all gonna argue with him. I'm not. I'm for real. I'm not arguing with you no more. If they are, they better prove you wrong. Lonnie, you better have fun with it too. I ain't doing it. I can't say nothing when they doing that. Nah. I'm gonna be real. I think they can do it still, but nah. Y'all better figure it out. Y'all better figure it out without me too.
That's right.
And I'm for real about that.
It's time for the Chiefs to take care of business. They didn't do it tonight. They have a chance to do it on Sunday and try to run the table. But one game at a time.
Better.
You're going to have some different talking points over the next couple weeks if the team looks the way they are. That is for sure. A lot of it was kind of fear pandering or what looked like, but now that the fog has cleared, those kind of issues were dead on, and you were hoping that they would just kind of fizzle in the background, but they're still glaring in front. So it's time for the Chiefs to step up. If they don't, we'll kind of figure out that ride as we go. But that has been the show. That has been Chiefs versus Broncos. Yeah, unfortunately, the Chiefs took the loss, 22-19, falling to 5-5. Officially, the out of the picture, 9th seed in the AFC, going 0-4 against the other AFC teams other than the division opponent. So the Chiefs have some work to do, and we'll be there every step of the way. We'll be here for whatever storylines this team has to offer. But the landscape of the NFL looks like it's changing, but things can always find a way to work things out as we approach Christmas in January. And we're not out of it yet. We don't want to believe that we're completely toast, because to think like we're the Giants or the Jets right now is a different zone, different type of fan base than we never thought we'd have to experience.
Y'all better show up.
But
AFC West ain't playing. Better show up.
That conversation could get a little closer in view, and I know none of us really want to have those type of conversations, but hey, it's the NFL, it's football. What are you going to do? So thank you all for joining us for this Red Kingdom Media Live post-game show. Please hit the like and subscribe. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Red Kingdom Media. We have some content coming out to you tomorrow and Tuesday based on the kind of game that we just experienced, both on our Substack and on the YouTube channel. And, stay tuned for the pregame stuff versus the Colts and the vlog to come after that game. Let's hope that me and my wife are subject to a good Chiefs game instead of the rocky roller coaster like we got here tonight in Mile High. So have as best as you can, y'all. Recoup from this loss. Try to have a good week ahead. Prepare for a good game week. And as always, go Chiefs.
Thanks for checking out this update straight from the heart of Chiefs Kingdom. We appreciate your passion, so please leave a like and follow us wherever you tune in from. See you next tailgate. your trusted source for all things Chiefs, Red Kingdom Media.